Hi everyone, my name is Ricky, and I am part of the Program for Healthcare Justice for People with Disabilities. And this is a brief video demonstrating the proper and safest way to put on and take off a mask. So, just a few reminders before we get started. So, cloth face masks like this one, the one that I will be showing in this video, they should be used in public spaces such as grocery stores, pharmacies, healthcare providers' offices if you're still going in the clinic, or when you're on public transportation like the CTA, as we still acknowledge that we try to adhere to social distancing practices. However, in those spaces, it may be a little bit more challenging to do so, to be that 6 feet distance from others. Also, if you are still working with a personal attendant or a PA during this time, you should also wear a cloth face mask when they are in your home, and they should be wearing one as well too. And regardless, when we talk about face masks, you should still think of it as an additional layer to protection, and you should continue to adhere to social distancing practices as well as thorough hand hygiene. And also, a word of caution too, when you're wearing a face mask, you should be able to breathe comfortably at all times still. And if you do have breathing problems already, you should seek out guidance from your healthcare professional to see what would be a best alternative for you during this time of COVID 19. So, the first thing that you want to do when you get started to put on your face mask is to do hand hygiene. So, before this video, I did wash my hands thoroughly with soap and water for 20 seconds. And if that's unavailable to you at the time that you're putting on your face mask, you also can put hand sanitizer that has at least 60% alcohol that you can read here in the ingredients on the backhand side. And so after you perform thorough hand hygiene, you want to grab the face mask by the ear loops. And so there's two ear loops on each side. So one and then two. And the first thing that you want to do is orient yourself towards where the face mask is. So the side that's facing the camera right now, that's going to be the side that's going to face everything else. And then this side, the side that has the ear loops coming out from it, that is the side that's going to face your face. That's the one that you're going to come in contact with. And so the next thing that you want to do is just inspect it. So seeing if there's any tears, if there's any rips, if there's any stains. And this mask, just after looking at it, it looks like it's good to go. So the first thing that you want to do is once you grab it here by the ear loops, you're going to try to put it on. And during this process, you want to make sure that even though your hands are clean, you don't want to touch your face. And you're going to try your best to, with the ear loops, kind of navigate them towards over your ears so that the mask itself goes over your nose and also goes underneath your chin as well. So I'll try to demonstrate that right now. Okay. And so we see here it's a little bit still a little loose, and so we can use the ear ties here to kind of help us out. And so we see that it does get a little tighter. And once we are here, we see that, a little bit of my chin is still exposed. So I am able to move this down, and then carefully I can pat down the bridge of my nose and around this like facial cheek area to make sure it's all good. We recognize that there are a couple of gaps here since this is a face mask as well. So I'm pretty content with how it looks, and I have adjusted it. And once we are done putting our mask on, and then we go out into the community, or if your PA is over, and after that is all done, if you want to take off your mask, then what you want to do is you want to perform hand hygiene again. So once you do that, you either wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds, or if you don't have access to that, you can use hand sanitizer. And once you're able to do that, then you are still wanting not to touch your face, and you're going to take off the mask using the ear loops, and you're only going to touch the ear loops. And then you have one of two options. You can either place this in the laundry in your washer and wash it on a hot rinse, or alternatively, what you can do is put it in a plastic bag. So if I place it like this without touching it, and if I store this plastic bag somewhere that's away from the rest of my clothes, So making sure that I don't put it in the purse or in some sort of drawer. I want to make sure that that's separate and that I'm not wearing that until I wash it. So that is pretty much it. Feel free to ask us any questions and we'll try our best to answer them as best as we can. We hope you're doing safe and well during this time and please stay healthy. Thank you.